I've been for some time now wanting to add another bushcraft knife to my range of knives that I build, and was thinking more along the lines of a smaller knife, maybe a 4-inch blade, or even just slightly smaller than 4 inches with a slightly longer handle. And I came up with the idea of a knife that I've called the Bibby Bushcraft knife. There's a local bushcraft instructor by the name of Paul Bibby, who I met recently, and because he's got sort of fairly chubby sort of fingers, you know, he needs a thin handle profile so that he can get his fingers around the blade, around the handle rather. So I come up with the idea of the Bibby knife. It looks very similar to the classic. There's the knife in its sheath. I'll just show you a classic sheath beneath for comparison, so you can see it's a smaller knife. The handle is slightly longer than the classic, and the blade is slightly shorter than the classic. So there is the knife. A different profile of handle. This one, as I said earlier, it has thin scales because of Paul has these sort of fat chubby fingers, and he needs to be able to get his fingers around it. And on that standard sort of thickness, say Woodlaw, this is an Allen Wood Woodlaw here. And you can see by comparison just how thick and chubby those scales are. And for someone with chubby sort of hands and fingers, it's really an awkward handle shape to get on with. For someone with my more slender fingers and hand, and for the average person, this is a beautiful handle shape. Fits very well. This is Paul. This is Paul Bibby. Show people your hands, Paul. They're sort of a bit chubby, aren't they?
Chubby's like me, yeah, like a chipolata sausage. I'm short and fat.
Okay. And the reason why I mention that is because you haven't seen the video yet.
I haven't, no.
When you get to see it, you'll understand.
Righto.
First impressions of that slimmer handle.
That is perfect in my hands. I'm a size 9 glove, but because my hands are bigger, as in chunkier.
Yeah.
My palm isn't that big.
Yeah.
But that, I've got a perfect grip around that, perfectly. If I do the side grip.
Handle length?
That's perfect for me because you can get, I've got it at the back, but you can also get at the front for when you're skinning.
Yeah.
And I can come up. It's the palm swell on it's perfect for me. Perfect for my big hands.
Blade length?
Perfect, again.
Okay, so you're a happy chappy then?
I am a little bit blown away by this, I must admit. I am a little bit...
This knife's named after you as well?
It is.
You don't mind that, do you?
Absolutely not. I absolutely honoured, genuinely honoured Sandy. It's completely out of the blue. We only really spoke about this about 2 weeks ago, and this week I saw it.
I had the urge to build something a bit different.
That is very different to your classic, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll show the classic in a minute.
Very different to the classic.
So I built 4 of these, and I experimented with different handle widths. For me personally, I like a slightly wider scales, and I like the pommel to flare out a bit more as well. So I came up with a slightly sort of thicker handle. It's not as thick as the Woodlaw, but it's probably the best compromise This fits my hand beautifully. Having that more of a flared out, can I show it to you? Yeah, there. That more of a flared, gentle flare to it, and being slightly longer between these two drop points means that it's suitable for a larger variety of hands. So if someone's got a slightly larger hand, they should get on with this knife. Someone with smaller hands, they'll get on with it too. The actual blade is another one that I built. This one's in beautiful snake wood. They're all 3mm knives in 01. This one's got yellow G10 liners and Qualby bolts. The actual slightly smaller blade than the Woodlaw gives you finer control. A lot of UK bushcrafters don't really like the blade to be too long. They want it much longer than the palm of your hand, and that's just about there. So I'm really happy with the way these knives have come out. As I said, I built 4 of them. A couple of them have already got homes to go to. This one I'm probably going to be putting on the website later on. This is stabilised Massa birch, black G10 liners, and they're all, as I do most of the time now with my knives, they come supplied with a sheath, a dangler, so that is the package. That is the Bibby Bushcraft blade, or Bibby Bushcraft knife.